For sure. Yeah, fun night. Culmination of a lot of hard work these guys have been putting in from day one, really, and a mindset and mentality that we're trying to instill. And so I was proud of them. The first game for a lot of guys, first D1 game, first real minutes for a lot of individuals that we had out there, and in those days it's going to be not necessarily going to make all those shots and all that stuff because you need those first run, but we've been harping defensively and rebounding and defense and rebounding and taking care of the ball, and I thought we embodied that. I thought we put a 40-minute game together, 1 through 12. On the defensive end, which is where we got to start. That's our starting point. We've got good athletes and good mindset to do that. So and that's what we wanted to achieve. And I think we set a tone that there's not going to be any easy buckets, particularly when you come in the stroke.
For you personally, what is this? First game at BG. What does this win mean to you?
Yeah, hopefully, one of many. We want to be, but I'm more about the process. We have a great group of human beings in that room, just spectacular people, and you want to do our best for them because they're giving everything they got. They love BG, they love the community, they love their classmates. There's a lot of things that they excel at, and so for that, I want them to succeed in the court, and you can kind of tell, they root for each other as much as anything. I mean, I'm asking guys, hey, you want another rep? No, let him have it. And there was a lot of that going right down the line. No, let him stay in. No, you don't need one. He needs to go a little bit, right? So it's such an unselfish group. That's a lot of fun to coach.
Marcus Hill, obviously he was such a scorer at the junior college level and 18 points on 50% shooting. Getting to the basket. Is it hard to make that transition from that level to Division I? And he obviously excelled in his first D1 game today.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult. A lot of times it's not till year two, especially for the junior college transition at times, because you're learning a whole new system. You're learning the different speed, pace, and Marcus is an absolute hard worker, film, extra reps in the office, texting conversations at 10 o'clock at night. Like, he wants to be great, and that's his best characteristic.
Noticed Trey Thomas was injured. Was Marcus scheduled to start tonight? Was Trey probably?
Yeah, Trey went down, and obviously he's been a great leader and point guard and scorer, and he was excellent in a couple scrimmages but it's next man up, and we've worked on a lot of combinations like these guys said, where it's we've got a starting 12, not necessarily a starting 13, not a starting 5. It's this, and that's got to be our mindset.
Obviously you can have some good forwards, but the guards' rebounding ability, they were scouting out there just like this thing. Just how much do you just embrace, everyone crashing in on the boards? It seemed like 3 or 4 players are trying to go after it every time.
Yeah, and that's probably a little bit of grumble under their breath after every single one of them, because I've been harping on it so much from the guards, and part of that's we have really good rebounding bigs, but we've been really on them to be good, and we get 26 rebounds from the 1, 2, 3 position, and DP gets 10 in 20 minutes, and so they stepped up to the challenge because we want to get one shot and go, because that's going to trigger our break.
How would you describe your first night coaching here in the Stroke?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. On the just knowing where we want to go, and you want to start that journey. And we've had enough practices. There's only so many things you can do in practice before we need to get the lights on, the folks in the arena, and play somebody else. So just to start that journey is special. This is a special place, and so we've to get number 1 is certainly special.
Did you get any compliments from the orange suit?
Yeah, it seemed it seemed to fit the occasion. So one and knowing it'll stay in the rotation. I think it made the survive. So no, it was fun. Part of it is we want to create such a camaraderie and such a pride in BGSU and the Orange Wave and getting all that stuff, and we got to embody it first, and people will follow.
Obviously, after a big win, everyone's pretty happy, but it seems like this group has a different chemistry than in years past. How would you describe this team?
Yeah, it's if you see one, you see them all. and you've seen them at soccer and volleyball and football. I mean, you're going to see all of them together. They travel in packs. They love each other. This is just a very cohesive group, very mature, and it's genuine. It's a very genuine group, which makes it really special. And that's fun. It's fun for us as a staff, and my staff is in that same regard with those guys. So it's fun to spend time with them.
Yeah, and it felt like you guys really just got away with the game after in the second half. So how important was that transition from the first half to the second half?
Yeah, the first half I liked us defensively, but we 9 turnovers is too many, and we weren't converting on breaks. We had 8 offensive rebounds for 1 basket. Like that can't happen. We got to put the ball in the hole, and we did a little bit better job of that. But to have the maturity to put a full 40 together without really lapses and a ton of mistakes on the defensive end, I was really proud.
Can you talk about how big it was that you guys played that well defensively, but looking at the stat box, you guys didn't have a player that had over 3 personal fouls. You guys were able to stay out of foul trouble throughout that game.
Yeah, that's something we emphasize as part of our deals. We don't want to foul. The foul is in basketball is a terrible play, to be honest with you, because you're penalized individually, you penalize as a team, you end up giving up points. Changes how you defend. So we really work on that in practice. A couple of the assistants are spectacular refs, if you ask the players. But we do. We try to really work on that, showing your hands, and the technique is and that's what we're proud of, because Chicago State draws a lot of fouls traditionally.
Jason Spurgeon had a few huge blocks right in front of the student section. They go wild. You guys get an alley-oop or a layup on the other end. Just kind of how fun was it seeing just the crowd get really hyped up for like a big play like that?
Yeah, we had 1 block at halftime, and that was kind of a challenge for our bigs. Like, go get them. Like, what are we waiting for? This is part of what we are, is that flow to the ball and rim protection. We think that's going to be elite. We have 3 excellent shot blockers back there, and they went and got some, and that's what we need to do, and do that at a high level. Jason's an elite shot blocker, Sean's an elite shot blocker, and so is Sam. So just need to be reminded that sometimes you just got to go get it.